I just knew last game I wasn't aggressive on the offensive end. So this tonight I just wanted to be confident in my shot. I work on it every day, so just letting it fly, I felt confident. The guys were confident in me, and it just felt good before the game. So it translated to the game.
LSU is known as a really good defensive team. What led you guys to find so much offensive success?
Just being poised. Coach Stackhouse talked about that a lot. Just being poised. Being strong with the ball, making reads, and being confident with each move, each shot, and each dribble. So the guys we weren't scared tonight. We went out there and battled. And it was a good look at what we can do the rest of the way.
Rodney, to kind of follow up on that, how key was this game? I mean, LSU starts making a run, they get within single digits, and you all had an answer, particularly you with that 53 late.
Yeah, just like go back to just being confident. They cut the leads to 9. I told the guys, hey, this is the game. So we want to win. We got to win this part of the game. We could have got scared. We could have got rattled and folded. But the resiliency in this team. The camaraderie. Each guy, we got in each other. So it worked in an effort to get the W.
Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, Rodney. It looked like early on in the first half, especially you and Stute were kind of just spacing the floor really well, getting you a lot of open looks. Did you guys do anything different in your approach on the offense, Ben, that helped you guys create space to get you the looks to succeed?
We kind of the same game plan, just stay space, moving the ball more. We let the ball make the play. They're a switching team, so we got them confused sometimes, and they kept doubling Scotty. Scotty made the great reads, found me in the corner and wing a couple times, and we was confident in knockdown shots. So just stay in space, not running to the ball, keeping the space for guys to drive and be able to shoot.
All right. So what was the key for you guys kind of stopping the second half run and kind of, you know, finishing out the game?
Just understanding basketball game runs, So they made a run, they made a good run. We made our run in the first half, but we withstood the run. That's what good teams do, and that shows the mark of a good team, how good we can be. So just withstanding the run and just knowing we can go on the run in ourselves and making adjustments and under media timeouts. We turned the ball over a lot in the second half, which let them get back in the game. So we got that under control, and then we came out with the victory.
Hey, Ronnie, kind of a weird question here, but do you have a nickname in the locker room at all?
What y'all call them? Yeah, they call me OG.
And I think they might want to try Hot Rod after tonight.
Yeah, that used to be my nickname when I played baseball when I was younger. Some guys call me Hot Rod. Coach Ruck called me Hot Rod, but I guess we can go with that now.
OG, Hot Rod, Rodney, thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
Hey, we good?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that, Myles.
Y'all good. I can hear y'all.
All right, all right. Teresa, start us off, please. Myles, how important is it to be able to get the lead early in the first half and then to hold it even when LSU was trying to make a run there in the second half and to finish off with a big win?
I think just like Rodney said, it's a mark of a good team. How many runs you can withstand once you get that lead. I think getting that lead was really key in the victory today. Striking first and getting out on that run in the first half, and then being able to withstand it, like Rodney said again, was really key in the victory today. We hit a lot of big shots, a lot of timely shots. I thought, even though we had a lot of turnovers down the stretch in the second half, I think we were able to make up for it, and that kind of came from our first half energy.
Myles, well, let's hear guys' success, especially from three today, but on offense in general.
think just confidence, being confident with the ball, no matter what move you make, whatever you do with it, being confident and being strong with it. That allowed us to make certain reads, make a lot of assists. I'm pretty sure we were pretty high in assists today. And like I said, just being strong and confident with the ball, that's going to allow us to do anything against anybody.
Rodney? Myles, obviously there's a lot of season left, but how big was this game, especially since you guys are starting to get healthier and obviously had an opportunity for a quality win which you got?
For sure, this is a key win for us. I think looking back at this season, we let a few games go that we could have got, and I think we really needed to get this one. So I'm very glad that we did. I'm very proud of the guys. The fight tenacity we came out with was exactly what we need to do every single night in the SEC to win games.
That's it, Myles. Thanks, appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Looks like Coach Stackhouse is making his way up. All right, everyone, we got Coach Jerry Stackhouse. Coach, you want to start us off with the statement before we open up the questions?
Unbelievable win, man. I'm excited for our guys. I mean, they fought. We knew that this was a team that, they do this to everybody. They give up some huge leads and they find a way to claw back into it. We knew they were going to do that, but I thought we had the poise that we needed at the end of the game. We made enough plays, but we did a lot of good things in that first half. Scotty didn't have his best night tonight from a scoring standpoint, but I thought he was unbelievable, getting in the paint, sharing the ball, and Rodney was a big recipient of his assists and his passes, Myles as well. But they did a lot of good things out there tonight, a great team effort.
Get us started.
Jerry, that's the thing. Scotty's not having a great night, but Rodney has his best shooting performance of the season. Is this what you've been kind of referencing, that when he was producing like he could, that this is what the results could be?
Well, I mean, absolutely. I mean, I don't know if I was expecting him to, get 24 a night, but I mean, I knew that he was a capable scorer. But he just makes the game, easy. He's a winner. I mean, nothing against our guys, but again, just over the last couple of years, we just hadn't put a lot of wins in the column. We've been in a lot of games and we lost a lot of close games, but and sometimes to get over that hump, you got to have an influx of winners in there, and that's what Rodney. The key part of bringing him in this season. I know we were only going to have him for a year, but he was on a team that went 29-3. So he knows what it feels like to come in the locker room victorious, and I think he's sharing that with these guys. Whenever we get in those tight moments, he stepped up and made a big shot, but even more so, I think he's great for Scotty and just having the poise, making sure that we're getting into the right sets. I allow these guys to make play calls, but and sometimes we got to know the difference, time and score, and we don't really need a quick hitter or need a play that we need to run a little bit more clock, and I think that's where Rodney's helping Scotty a tremendous deal there. But feels good, man. I thought our crowd was unbelievable tonight. I mean, they were, those students, they was energized. Our fans in general just brought a lot of energy, and that really helped our guys get over the hump tonight.
What was it that, led to so much success tonight on offense against, a really good defensive team at LSU?
I thought we moved the ball well. I mean, guys got in the paint. We didn't settle. We knew that they were going to switch a lot of things, and we didn't try to sit there and attack the mismatch. We just kept the ball moving a little bit, and we knew the play that would develop itself. We drove at the big and was able to get some kick-out threes. We spent some time working on that today. This morning in shoot around, and the guys came out and executed it to a T. I thought they did a really good job in the first half of getting the type of looks that we want, and just that momentum. But our defense fueled it. I thought our defense was good. We made it tough on them. We kind of kept them off the three-point line, kept their three-point attempts down, really closed out to those guys. And when they did drive the paint, we had a couple charges. That's always a good sign for us whenever we're getting charges and we're getting a bunch of deflections. That means we're engaged and good things happen.
Go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, Stack, you mentioned the poise of Rodney, and I think poise is a word that you've used multiple times throughout the season, just either you guys having it down the stretch or lacking it and needing it down the stretch. So what do you feel like poise looks like, and what are the things that you think Rodney does or that you can kind of quantify or see that poise on display?
Well, I just think he doesn't get sped up. You know, I mean, Rodney is, you know, he's definitely the coolest guy on the team, right? You know, so he doesn't get sped up. He's always, you know, under control, understanding what we want, and I think that's what I mean by poise, knowing time and score. There's times where we want to speed it up and we want to play fast, and there's time to use our quick hitters. All right, we on a run, you know. Trey or one of our guys that made a couple threes, we're trying to get a quick hit and play for them to get up another look. But then there's times when we have a lead and we're trying to protect the lead that we don't need those quick hitters. We need to run some of our plays that moves the ball from side to side. And I think that's what we mean by poise, making sure that we, you know, do all the little things. We set up, you know, when we know that they're trying to foul, when we got to get the ball in. We didn't have great poise with some of our press break, you know, things that we talked about not doing, throwing those cross-court passes got us in trouble a little bit. But, you know, that's a little bit of mental fatigue, a little bit of physical fatigue, and you're going to have that in the ebbs and flows of the game. But overall, we did enough to get us across the finish line.
Robbie?
Yes, Zach, you talked about how you guys have been in a lot of games like this in the past, but maybe not won them. How does, you know, Myles had the key steal late and Scotty set up Rodney's three. How does the younger guys or the guys who haven't experienced this as much, how can this holding off and winning this game help you guys as a team going forward?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big win for us. I mean, everybody's still jammed up together. You just want to try to, you know, you win 3 games in a row and it changes everything, you know, especially, you know, in our league. And I mean, we got one and we got an opportunity to get a couple more here coming up this week. So we just got to, you know, a short week, you know, we've got a short time to prepare. But again, you know, it's teams that's been in our league, we kind of know their identity, know what they're trying to do, and it's about us going out there and executing and make sure we continue to do the things we need to do offensively and defensively. But it definitely feels good to be on the winning side of it. I mean, that's what breeds the confidence. That's what makes you winners whenever you've done it a couple times. And until you do it, you can talk about the poise and all the stuff all you want to, but you have to get over the hump and cross the finish line. And we're starting to do that a little bit, and hopefully, and I'm glad we're doing it at the right time.
Go ahead, Robbie, you got another?
Liam looks fine walking around. Is that short-term deal?
Yeah, he sprained his ankle yesterday in practice, in the scrimmage right toward the end of practice, and obviously it's the same foot that he had the surgery on, so we were just being extra cautious. He was a little sore today, so we didn't want to put any extra strain on it. He got an X-ray, it was negative. Getting an MRI again just to make sure everything's intact, but hopefully it's just a sprain. We can get him some treatment and get him back into the mix. But because again, we saw what he brings to the table for us. Even though he plays short minutes and it wasn't positive for us in the game. Just his presence and his size opens up some things for us. So we're glad to have him back, and hopefully we can get him on the mend and back into the mix as soon as possible.
Thank you, Coach. See you Tuesday.
Appreciate you. Thank you, guys.